Hello, gamer and gamettes, and others in the gamer family. We're back. Chapter 18, The King's Triumphant Return. We're starting to get pretty knee-deep. Well, okay, actually, we were knee-deep into the Blue Lions at chapter 12 or 13. We're about hip-deep now. Maybe belly-button deep into Blue Lions now. And by... I mean, the routes in this game are short enough. You can never drown because they're never that long. Like, the most deep you can get is, like, neck level. Like, a Radiant Dawn with, like, its 40 freaking maps. Like, you don't just drown. You get forehead deep. Oh. Do the colors look right to you, Seth? Because they look wrong on my TV.
They look a little muted. Although I can't quite tell.
I think it's just the not having anti-aliasing. Because with the lights in my setup, Byleth's hair looks white. But on the projector that I'm sharing you, it does look like the greenish color. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, no, I don't know why that looks so weird. It was probably just the lack of anti-aliasing in this game by default. Yeah.
Despite their victory at the Battle of Gronder, the Kingdom Army turns around and marches for Ferdiad instead of heading south. To hail the arrival of the Kingdom Army, the people of Ferdiad begin to rebel. No move is made to suppress them. Instead, Cornelia directs her borrowed Imperial troops to prevent Dimitri from reaching the kingdom capital.
So how's your month of February going, YouTube? How's February 2024? How's the future?
Ferdiad. It has been a lifetime since I was here last. 5 years ago, in fact. On the day before my execution, when Dedu helped me escape from prison. I killed soldiers from my homeland, stole weapons from their corpses, and made my escape soaked in their blood. To think, this is how I would return to the city of my birth, after all that has happened. I do not deserve that. If not for you or Rodrigue, I would still be lost. I am glad to have you at my side. From the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful. Let's win this, Professor. Let's all make it out alive and celebrate our victory.
Your Highness, the path to the castle has been cleared. We are making preparations to advance. Say the word, and we march.
Yes. Let us begin. Everyone, listen well.
I actually have some fun facts
This battle
about
is
this
for
map.
all that the Empire stole from us. It is a fight to reclaim the days of peace we once enjoyed. I give you but 2 commands. Stay alive and follow your heart. That is all I ask. The gates to the kingdom capital are open. Join me. It is time to take back our home.
I thought I would see you again, little princeling. So stubborn. It must run in your family.
Cornelia, the city is overrun with insurrection. It seems to be in response to our enemy's arrival. If we do nothing, our army may suffer damages. We should suppress the citizens immediately.
The people are rebelling? Let them do as they please. Or are you saying you have enough soldiers to divide our forces? Quite bold of you, with our enemy's most elite soldiers at our doorstep.
But what are you suggesting?
The city is going to be a battlefield anyway. Kill all who oppose us, even if they are members of the general populace. Go on now. You are needed out there.
As you wish. May we find fortune in the battle to come.
Huh. What an inconvenience the little princeling has turned out to be. and bringing that troublesome person along with him. It would have been much better if he and his sweet little stepsister had been good little children and just killed each other.
Okay, gamer, it's gaming time. It's time to game until I game to death.
Thank you.
Gamer, Pog, and my Poggy Woggy.
Thanks.
Poggy Woggy! You know it's me on the soundboard when you just like hear all of them at once.
Yeah.
That's the tell. 12, huh? I'm able to bring 12? No, thank you. I don't have 12 units trained. No, thank you. Not taking 12. Oh, I can do 3 adjudicants now? I didn't know I could do 3 yet. Dimitri will get Gilbert, because Gilbert's almost leveled well. Actually, I don't even know if Gilbert's the highest. Yeah, that's what I thought. Especially getting Catherine. I don't know who's moved to who, so I won't bother with it. It's been a little bit of a little moment of a moment since I've played this game. There's no reason to split your army on this map. There really is no reason to go down on the sides at all. That's not the right button. Ooh, Brave Sword. Don't care. Ooh, Wild Doe. Both of those are actually tempting to want to get. I'm gonna be completely honest, actually. But yeah, there's like no reason not to just go to center path, because Cornelia's there. No idea what this lever does. I've never used it once in almost 5 years. Oh yeah, I forgot to say this on camera, but we are finally recording this game after it turned 4 years old. Now for you, YouTube, it's about to turn 5. Yeah.
Welcome.
And thanks to this damn Let's Play, it's not only going to become my most played Fire Emblem game again for the first time in years, it's going to be my most played one by a lot. Because there's no way, in the time of this playthrough airing, that I'm going to play Fire Emblem 4 times. I'm not in a Fire Emblem 4 mood. I forget I have to press the button. Right. There.
The preparations are all in place. Time to meet my old master. Ready the Titaness in the streets. Let's give them a welcome to remember.
Advance! Smash that traitor Cornelia and reclaim the capital! I will not lose. I swear it by the blood in my veins.
And these. Look! It's the Viscums! It's the Viscums! It's the Viscums! Does Dimitri still have Viscum on him? Yeah. Can I Viscum the Viscum? No. I just won't use it. Honor system. Because I don't want to exit out.
At your service.
Anyways, I briefly showed... I don't know if it's that one. But that Swordmaster there... I think it's that one. Anyways, those two enemies are special. And I gotta do some explaining first. So in this game, obviously, you fight the students. That being said, students are recruitable as well. So what happens when you...
What's my strategy?
When you recruit a student? Well, where you would have originally fought that student is a generic enemy put in its place. Like if I, for instance, recruited Petra, the
Let's clean up.
Swordmaster in the previous map, would have been a generic swordmaster. It would not have been Petra. So I'm just equipping all those in case one of them breaks. It would not have been Petra. It would have been like anyone else, essentially. It would have just been a generic swordmaster. So why are the magic enemy and that swordmaster that I showed off here important? That I don't know what supports I'm supposed to be building. Oh well. That is because internally they're actually replacing two characters.
Why not?
Now, Seth, I'm gonna let you try and guess.
What's the
Knowing
point?
that explanation, when you have a unit recruited that are replaced with a generic enemy, who's that swordmaster replacing? And who's this mage replacing? I guarantee you're not going to get it correct.
The mage would probably be Annette or Mercedes. And the swordmaster? Probably
I feel my strength building.
Felix?
I set you up for an advantage. I forgot you only know the 3 house members. So of course you're not going to say like Dorothea for the mage, who's a Black Eagle. Of course you're going to default the Blue Lions. But that's the thing. You're actually right. This map, a Blue Lions map, has Felix and Annette coded in there. They even have lines of dialogue for when you fight them on this map.
Huh.
What's even funkier is the developers claim that there was never a route split in Blue Lions where the Blue Lions split into 2 separate routes. So we have no idea how the Felix and Annette betraying or what that's about. We don't know what that's about. It's really interesting. It's just we don't know anything about why they can be enemies on this map. Because while this physical map kind of appears in Crimson Flower, it's so very different that it's not like those lines of dialogue were meant for Crimson Flower or another route. No, those odd lines, those dialogues of them being on enemies is definitely for Blue Lions, so we just don't know how it fits in. Because the developers never addressed it, and they say that Blue Lions is exactly how they wanted it to be, story-wise, so. Yeah, that's just a fun little tidbit about this map. I find it fascinating. I'm not going to talk about fully in this playthrough. I'm probably going to talk about this topic a lot more in Crimson Flower and Silver Snow. Well, this game is so clearly rushed.
These things are surprisingly tough. Are they being reinforced by magic?
If there is magic in use, we should find the source and eliminate it.
And I'm a firm believer that this game should have been in development for at least 1 more year, if not for a couple more years. I'm a firm believer of that. And I'll talk about a whole lot more about that in other routes. Blue Lions actually feels pretty complete for the most part, so I'm not unhappy with how Blue Lions turned out. Again, I think Blue Lions is the best route by a long shot in this game. And again, go over it. Bing bong dingo brain, guard it. Bing bong ding dong. Thank you, Shamir. I don't know what supports I need to develop, so I'm just not going to worry about them this playthrough. Hell yeah. I mean, this episode, hell yeah. Wigler's HP is definitely not a cause for concern. Wait.
fence.
I was wrong. I didn't mean to rally. I wanted the gambit.
I'm your girl.
You have a rally equipped?
Useful.
I'll
I
eventually
am
look
prepared.
at skills. Yeah. Figured. Is mage. Well, let's do that, at least so that one won't attack by left.
Why not?
What's the plan?
Part of me kind of wishes I had Constance recruited and built right now, just so I could use, like, bolting or some crap, but oh well. Oh well, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it.
Weren't
Why?
the
Don't have a
Titaness enough
choice.
for you? Well then, we had better activate the Viscum.
No, don't activate the Viscum. Viscum are strong. I should know I use them multiple times every session. Oh, what? Okay, they're much weaker in the hands of... What do you mean Viscums have a health bar? You can't attack them. Can you? Ding dong bing bong. Didn't even think about that guy being a threat. Ding dong. Bingus bong. Is that the correct reaction? I think it is. Ding dong bingus bong. Yeah. I'll go with that. I'll stay with that. Damn! You're really letting Felix have it there, ain't you, bucko boy? Okay, there's 9 ballistas or anything until that guy.
Don't let your guard down.
That guy's existence annoys me.
Let's clean up.
Ah.
Be
Swords.
careful.
There we go. Cool. That gets Felix up, kills him.
Leave it to me.
I'll have Dimitri deal with this sucker. Because Dimitri's able to do a ton of damage to that guy. And I can
Ready
even
when
have
you are.
Ingrid do some assist as well, because it's weak to lance. It's not that weak to lance.
We'll lend you a hand.
These things, guards, are pissing me off.
I'm in. What's my strategy?
Not a ton of damage. Oh, come on! Stop using guard!
Thank you.
That's what I thought. You can't do that. Okay.
At your service.
Annette, I kinda do want you over here. Interesting. Sorry, I'm just thinking you two. I know. You don't, like, see that often, do you? But I am thinking. And I think I'm thinking well. Thinking well. You know what they always say. The more well you think, the thinkier you thinking. And this is where you go, oh yeah, Alex, that was so thinky of you to say.
I am prepared.
Only someone thinking could say that. And well, you'd be damn right. You'd be damn.
I'm here to help.
And I am indeed damn thinking. And I'm damn thinking straight. Baby. Okay. If you actually deal real damage to do, we can actually kill it this turn. Never mind, not
I'd
needed.
better keep up.
Happy alone could kill it that turn.
I am prepared.
How much damage do you do to her? Yeah, have you kill that bow guy then. Get out of the way. Oh. I always forget archers work annoying in this game. I also forgot that they could just move. How did I forget that archers could just move?
You're hot.
Yeah, I just forgot that archers were allowed to walk. Like, I was like, oh yeah, I could just have him kill one to move out of the way.
I am
No,
prepared.
no, that's not how. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyways, I could probably kill Cornelia this turn. That was an accident. Okay, that turn just doesn't exist anymore.
Leave it to me.
I'm your girl.
I'm in.
Wow, thanks.
Thanks for that.
You saved me.
I'll cut through.
Just need to kill that guy then, you know? Don't know why you defaulted to attacking Thorn from
Let's
that
clean up.
range, game. Guess I should have been paying more attention. Because you're being stupid, game. Stupid. It's okay. Because you're actually not able to reach.
What's my strategy?
So it is you. When I heard you were a court mage,
Wait, what?
or
They have special
whatever,
dialogue?
I could hardly believe it. Well, no point in standing around and chatting about old times. Let's get this over with.
Okay, they don't actually have special dialogue in that sense. Not what I
So,
expected.
so she's the stepmother?
I don't know what their relation is. I'm gonna have to check. Okay. If the dude does not get critical, I have one.
At your service.
My thanks.
All the dude has to do is live an island. Because he could theoretically kill. Is it just with that weapon? Yeah, it's just with that. Nothing else? Nothing else to make it more or less likely.
Oh my, what a charming guest. Let me take care of you.
Ineffective.
Beautiful.
So this is as far as I could get.
Hog.
Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
There's a lot of lore stuff. We'll learn a little bit more about it in Crimson Flower, but just like how Monica wasn't actually Monica, she wasn't actually Cornelia.
Huh.
Yeah. You learn a little bit more about it in Crimson Flower, but you really don't because I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why the writers don't tell you more. Three Hopes didn't explain anything.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But all that ends today. No more blood will be needlessly spilled. Now that Cornelia has fallen, we will exert pressure on the nobles who were aligned with her. Perhaps we may yet find a connection to the tragic incident in Dusker. Once we do that, we will finally be able to prove the innocence of its people.
Your Highness. I am certain that would make those of Dusker who lost their lives that day very happy. I am grateful, and I am proud to serve a man such as you.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I... Professor. Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all.
Well, you're not coronated yet, so...
What?
Technically,
What
you're
is
not.
this?
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king? Bloodstained as I am I fit to be king? Yes, you are right again, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you. It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping.
Ferdiad is
grown weary of the
Canada
festivities?
confirmed?
It's not that I find it difficult to be around everyone at the moment.
Me when
I
Canada.
have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there.
Okay, can we
But
get
I
some
could not stay
new
away forever.
event music, please?
You have taught me something important,
I'm sick of the
Professor.
same ones over and over again. There's still 3 more routes. Could we get some more music, please? That's different. Okay, well, I'm so tempted to put humor as the answer, but I know that's the wrong answer. Because the correct answer is the top one, probably. I'm gonna do humor because it's funny.
You never let up, do you? No, what I'm referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield. I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes. And in doing so, needlessly
Not have it even a
sacrificed the lives
cutscene of your
my
death and
friends
just die off
myself.
screen.
But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle
That's
with what to say
foreshadowing.
when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you. Revenge was never something I wished for. It was an obligation I felt I had inherited from those who died. I believed my life belonged to those who lost their own in Duscur. But what I now seek is something else entirely. I can say that with confidence. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as King to gather forces from various regions. And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once. Just thinking about it all makes my head spin. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire. Yes, I am well aware. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation. Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle
We
at once.
fought them earlier for no
An
reason.
express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way.
Reparations
Professor,
for the
please
damages
join me.
caused by hurting Claude's self-esteem. The 111, that's true. It's just
Part 2.
true.
Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea. The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the Kingdom's forces.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire. We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance Lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeat at Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel. I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance, and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in two directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first.
Oh, maybe if we do this, the Alliance will help us out in return. We could ask them to help us attack the Empire. You know, a sneak attack or something.
Annie, when did you become so devious?
What would your mother think?
What? It wasn't that devious.
What do you think, Professor?
We must go to Deirdre. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Woo! Oh, there's only 3 more months. Oh, crap.
Thank you so much.
Because month 8th is the final explore month. Oh my gosh. We are ridiculously close, YouTube. Theoretically, only 5 episodes after this are both... Yep! Next video will be the final 2 paralogs of this route. Of course, only this route. So there's still more. Oh, and yeah, there's no quests. Brilliant. I just want to see how close I am to A+ professor level, or S, whatever. A+. Because I know I'm ridiculously close. Yeah, we'll get it this video. I'll just do a little bit of an epilogue of this video. Like, hey, now I'm done with all the other not fun monastery stuff. Here, I'm gonna professor level myself. Hew, hew, hew. Hew, 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 hew.
Hello.
And this quest is just the Anna typical, get her to the flipping flippers.
Really now? There's unrest everywhere these days. All of my fellow merchants seem to
I'll
be
be right back.
endangered.
Okay.
I hope things go back to normal soon. People need more to smile about, aside from my great deals. Hey!
Are your deals that great? I don't... Do I have what I need to give Gilbert yet? Oh, there actually is a quest. Gilbert has a quest. I didn't know there was a quest because it's, you know, up there.
What do you think?
Speaking of with the capital recaptured, I desire to call him Your Majesty rather than Your Highness. He would refuse my desire, rightfully pointing out that he has not as yet been crowned. However, the day this war is ended and the Church has placed the crown upon his head, then he will truly be our king, and I will call him Your Majesty at last. I must go hear the reports from our spies. There is something worrying me, and no, it can wait. I shall tell you more when our information is more concrete. I have a request. Thank you.
Why would I care about giving Gilbert flowers? Why? Yes, in this general area. Ah, there they are. There is actually one more thing I want to do before we move on to supports.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Speaking
one more
of
thing.
The capital recaptured, he would be.
I know, I've seen it. Is you is glorious.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I don't get the point of that quest. I just don't get it.
Thank you.
If you didn't know YouTube, you can make buy left run and jump on this screen. I've been kind of doing it throughout the playthrough. Originally, I didn't know that. I always was like wondering why buy left would do like stuff like that and all that. And then I learned, oh, you can just tilt the controller and wee. I have no thumbnail image yet. Wee. I swung my mic too far out. Became hard to reach.
Need something? This one? See you again soon.
I think that's the one I wanted, the waste. Whoa, well, there's actually a quest down here.
So...
Is the Wayseer the one I wanted? So nothing worth caring about. Yes. I literally just... Well...
People have always fought, I guess. Bandits and nobles
Probably have to
clashing
do
over
this to
territory,
unlock the Wayseer.
things like that. So before the war, when folks talked about how peaceful everything was, I thought, what continent are you living on? I get it now. A few isolated skirmishes here and there are nothing compared to a full-blown war. The one truly peaceful place I've known was the village where I grew up. I could use your help.
Ah, yes. You do need to use the Wayseer for this quest. And this quest unlocks the Wayseer. The Wayseer is the Wayseer is how you can Bing bong? What? Bruh, that is gonna be godly. Ooh, does it allow you to do support conversations? That's my question. I'm gonna have to test it with some renown. How much does this? Oh, you have to spend 10,000 renown to force pairings. Ugh. These are all the possible.
Come back soon now.
Ending pairings, the paired endings. I didn't see Dimitri on that list, oddly enough. So I guess you can control everyone but his. And yours, technically. You decide yours, though, by who you marry.
So, the king who came back from hell?
Didn't mean to talk to you.
Thanks for giving me a hand.
Well, that was nice. I forgot that you could just do that. I'll definitely be taking advantage of that in the next round. So there are two. Cool. Oh, that's right. I still need to get this one. I'll look at all the ones I need to get still. Off cam.
Indeed, but I was thinking about ending it here. Perhaps it is the gloomy weather, but I am feeling the sting of wounds that should have healed long ago. The injury I got when that girl stabbed me after the battle at Gronder. Her eyes were filled with revenge, just as mine once were. I don't know, but I have a guess. Ah, I suppose I haven't told you about that yet. I was attacked inside the monastery the other day. It caused quite the uproar. The ones who attacked me were some of the youths we taught swordsmanship to once upon a time. It seems they were raised by a group of thieves we put down 5 years ago. I heard Lady Rhea took custody of them, claiming that the children were innocent. I have taken so many lives, and with each one, I face hatred. During the last 5 years especially. My life was not so different from that of a wild beast. And that young girl's brother. At some point, I must have... That is why I thought it only natural that someone would retaliate someday. Because I hated. Because I stole and... because I killed. But with those children, it's different. We drew our blades with the best of intentions, only to hurt them in the end. I suppose this is yet another thing we will just have to live with. Yes. As one who chose to fight, it is my responsibility to confront this anguish and the true nature of war, until the day my life comes to an end. Perhaps. You know, Professor, there's something that I only recently realized. I never knew it could be so comforting to have someone standing by my side.
Gamer Pog.
It's been 10 years. Can I move on yet? Never mind. I know what you'd say. In a sense, someone who's long since passed. Another mercenary I fought alongside. They were killed 10 years ago when Dagda was in conflict with the Empire. It's all I can focus on lately. To be honest, I blame you. I'm just teasing. I know it's not your fault. You just remind me of him. You give off a similar air. It's uncanny. You even have the same inflection, which makes no sense because we only ever spoke Dagdan. I don't know what it is, but you feel the same to me. I guess you just remind me of the past. Please, it's not your fault. It's my fault for getting caught up in memories. Still, you always remember your first love, right? That's enough of that. There are more relevant topics to discuss. There's no point in dwelling on the past. Let's talk about the future. Your next move seems apparent. But who knows where I'll end up? Though I may have done enough traveling for one lifetime, I like the idea of having a permanent home. And after all my time here, I've grown quite fond of Fodlan.
I'm sorry. No way. No way. Jesus Christ. So, the day this video being recorded, there was a baseball game. I only found out about it now. I didn't know there was a baseball game today. Seth, can you guess how many points the winning team had after today's baseball game?
Not really big on baseball. How many points can you usually get?
Well, I don't know what the average is. I just know that every time you get to base, you make a point. Which means a home run could get you up to 4 points. Anyways, the winning score for 9 innings is 1. 1 run. 1 singular run. Cardinals and Rockies. Jesus Christ. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. So that's the support that's still needed. Annette and Dimitri.
Your Highness, you still have scars on your back. It does you no good to languish in pain. I will procure some medicine.
No, it is fine. Though they are still deep, these are from 9 years ago. They do not hurt any longer. Besides, it would be a shame if the scars I got from protecting you were to fade. I bear these scars proudly. It makes me think that it was worthwhile that someone like me survived.
To hear you say such things.
You say that I saved you. But do you know that you also saved me that day? If I had been unable to save anyone, I would have been the sole survivor. I would have had no reason to keep living. But I saved someone. Saved you. That and that alone has always been my crutch.
When I stood before those soldiers and their swords that day, I was prepared to die. But then, you suddenly appeared, and you shielded me. I knew then that a savior's hand could reach into even the deepest darkness. I still have not been able to repay that debt.
Have you not heard a word I've said? You have saved me in countless ways. 5 years ago, I did nothing but await my execution within my jail cell. Was it not you that saved me?
That was nothing more than my duty as your vassal.
Listen, perhaps you consider me to be someone special, but I think the same of you. You are irreplaceable, cherished. So stop saying that we cannot be friends. Stop saying such awful things.
Please, do not look at me that way. You promised me you would build a kingdom that is proud to boast of Duscar blood. In this kingdom, where there is no distinction between the people of Duscar and the people of Fodlan, will I finally, without reservation, be able to call you my friend? Will I, Dimitri?
The first time he's ever said his name?
Yes, you will call me your friend
I
again
have
and
no
again.
idea.
No matter how many hardships I must endure.
I will do all I can to bring about that world as well. To be your friend is what I have always wanted.
Is that so? I am glad to hear it.
But until that time, we must allow no harm to befall you. So please call upon me when you walk alone at night. And even when you go out in the day, please tell me where you are going and whom you are meeting.
In the end, I suppose there is no fixing your overprotectiveness, is there? I suppose I can live with that.
Oh yeah, I think I would like this. If this is the one I think it is,
I have a question for you. Answer quickly before my hand slips and I cut you in half.
Always so ominous. Well, what is it, Felix?
Sometimes you have an animal's face, contorted with anger and bloodlust. At other times, a man's with a friendly smile. Which is your true face?
Do not waste your breath on questions with such obvious answers. They are both the real me. My father, my friends, Glenn. They all meant a great deal to me. And they were all brutally slaughtered. I alone survived. If I do not shoulder the anguish and regret they must have felt, who will?
So that's how you justify your atrocities.
What do you mean?
I will fulfill my duty to the late king. My old man used to say that over and over like a mantra. How nauseating. No one seems to understand. The dead won't acknowledge your loyalty. They don't care. What a load of bunk it is, pretending to serve a corpse. You're serving your own ego.
You are wrong.
No, I'm not. The dead are dead. The living are living. You have to respect that boundary. If you keep stringing gravestones around your neck, you'll snap.
Even still, I cannot forget them, nor can I let them go.
Then keep those thoughts to yourself. If you're too weak to do that, abandon your throne. Become a gravekeeper.
Felix.
I'm not immune to emotion, you know. Far from it. I haven't gone a day without questioning why my father and brother had to die, while I survived. I'll bear this pain until the day I die, but I refuse to wallow in it. I have more important things to do than blubber for my whole life.
You know, Felix, you really are growing more and more like your brother. Always so sarcastic and constantly looking for a fight. But deep inside, more than anyone, you...
What are you getting at?
Oh, it's nothing. But allow me to thank you. Your perspective has opened my eyes.
Not my intention. I couldn't stand the pathetic look on your face, that's all.
I see. If you say so, then we will leave it at that.
Boom.
Good evening, Dimitri. Have you come to pray?
Something like that. And you?
Oh yes, that's why I'm here. I love how calm and peaceful the cathedral is this late at night.
It really is.
Coming here on a quiet night always makes me think of those who aren't with us anymore. We've lost so many in this war, too many to count. I hope they all get to live in eternal happiness at the goddess's side. These prayers are all I have to offer.
You are a kind soul, Mercedes.
I think you're kind too, Dimitri. Sometimes to a fault.
Kind? Me? No, not at all. I am just a killer. A disgusting monster.
But why do you kill? For the sake of your loved ones? Those who have passed? Real monsters kill for selfish reasons. They're incapable of expressing sorrow when they kill. So please, don't call yourself a monster.
Mercedes, I am scared. So scared that I will forget their faces. The people who have died. Who I have killed. I cannot let myself forget them. I know that, and yet... Whatever my feelings, it is all the act of a monster.
It's sad, but the truth is that people forget. You may be afraid to forget your past, but you'll never be able to revisit it. Living in the present is the best we can do. We owe it to those who can't come back.
If someone had said those words to me 5 years ago, I would be a different man today.
What do you want to do now, Dimitri? Continue fighting for those who have died? Not as a king, but as my classmate. What do you want to do?
My own dreams. I have never given it any thought. What about you? What do you want, Mercedes?
I want to keep sewing and training with you, even after you've become king. I want to be your friend.
But I have no right to stand beside you.
Please, I can't hear any more of this self-deprecation. I just want to be by your side. Is that so much to ask?
Mercedes. I want the same thing. If you allow it, I wish to stay by your side.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who feels that way. Let's spend a little more time here together. Just the two of us.
Finally,
Probably
the
only
score
one more
point
support
against
after
me on
this
the
one, this
ground.
video,
You
YouTube.
have improved, Ingrid.
That was nothing more than a fluke. My technique was horribly sloppy that last round.
It does not matter what sort of technique it was. You won. If this had been a real battle, I would be dead. You wielded your lance well, without any hesitation. Has your approach changed?
You may recall when I said I'm now able to move on. Because of you.
I remember. What did you mean by it?
That I finally understand a truth about Glenn. It sounds as though he died with a heavy heart. A heart that carried regret. I had suspected as much. But instead of acknowledging it, I twisted my memory of him to fit an ideal I've been upholding.
I see.
Your Highness, I will not sacrifice my life for anyone. But perhaps instead, I can live my life for someone. I will pledge my life to you.
And how exactly am I meant to interpret that?
However you please, Your Highness.
Oh? Well then. Ingrid, when this is all over, I want you to support and defend me. As my knight. I have been thinking of telling you this for a long time. We get along well, you and I.
As your knight? Yes, yes, of course. Of course I will. I intended to do so for the sake of the kingdom. Together, Your Highness. You and I. Our first order of business. Putting this tragic war to an end.
Yes. And while we're at it, do not die on me, Ingrid. Promise me that.
Yes, Your Highness. I swear it on my lance.
Okay, let's do one more, YouTube. Actually, how many more does Dimitri have? We'll do the 2 last Dimitri ones, then we're done for this video.
Hey there. At it again, are we? It feels like I see you training here every day.
It's my daily routine. I'm ill at ease until I've held a weapon in my grasp.
You said the same thing when you were little.
Right you are. I've been meaning to come and talk to you properly for a while now.
I was about to say the same thing. How long has it been? A decade? More? That was in Ferdiad, as I recall. You were just a little pipsqueak. You really have grown up, haven't you?
I remember those times well. Particularly your first words to me. Look at that young maiden wielding a giant lance. How adorable.
Oh, don't look at me like that. I was thrown off by your haircut, that's all.
It's all water under the bridge. Now, back then I was quite furious about it.
My father did give me a stern reprimand for speaking so rudely to a prince. But then, I never had a chance to apologize. I was always getting into trouble back then, just like the incident in Dusker.
Speaking of, do you ever think about going back to House Karen? Do you, Cassandra?
No, I'm happy with the life I have. No offense, Your Highness, but I don't fight for king and country anymore. I fight for Lady Rhea.
It doesn't bother you? Being labeled a criminal?
You're worried about my life as a fugitive from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Don't worry about me. I'm here because I want to be. It suits me far better than the life I'd otherwise lead, as a noble lady of the kingdom.
Is that so?
How about you? You've never wanted to roam free? To enjoy life as an ordinary knight, unshackled from all those princely obligations?
I can't say the thought has never crossed my mind. However, I am the son of a king. It's not possible for me to put my own desires before the good of the kingdom.
Nah, you're too serious for your own good. How'd you become such a stiff?
Don't worry, I've been working on that. Stretching is a part of my daily routine.
If you can joke about it, there's hope for you yet.
What? What do you mean? Okay, fine. Video's over. Technically not true. You'll see a little bit in a second of the thingy-majiggy. Me getting professor level up. Yeah, bye. Okay, gamers. This should give me the professor level up.
Are you pulling my leg?
Yes, and I failed it on the final one. The final one I failed. Beautiful. Yeah, now I can do more battles, YouTube. And while we're here, I'm going to just show you where all my units are standing in that all. Now, I only have 2 more support conversations I need to unlock this entire route, gamer fam. I don't care about Anna. 2 more, gamer fam. Which are the Dimitri Annette one and Felix Mercedes, and even then, I may have just unlocked that. Did I? I'll even check it on camera. So this is what all these are looking like, YouTube.
I still need to improve.
Well worth the effort.
See, now that everybody's in their final class, I just don't care enough to bother with these. So as you can see, they're almost all A's. A pluses, B pluses. They're all sexy. They're all hot and sexy. Did I get it? Did I get it? Did I only have 1 more support conversation. I only have 1 more, which is the Felix Mercedes one. That is the only one I haven't unlocked. And just to show you, as you can see now, it says a 3 there. Anyways, see you next time. For real, goodbye, my gamer family. Go 3-some houses or something.